So I just watched a video about, a lot of people say how they used to smoke weed on YouTube. And I guess I'm gonna join that cult. Let me just throw it out here. I love smoking weed. I'm not gonna deny that I love it. In fact, when I deny I love smoking weed is when it becomes harder not to smoke weed. So I accept the fact that I really sincerely love smoking weed to start the day, to end the day, in the middle of the day, as a communal experience with friends, before a meal, whenever. Oh man. And, but, what I don't like about smoking weed is the results of it. I don't know how many, I can't even tell you how many times I made plans to do something that needed to get done for the day, made a list, got really high, and forgetting about the list completely, or starting the list and, kind of just progressing at a very stonery pace, and either not getting it done at all, or, taking too many breaks, or anyway, it would never go how I imagined it would go. Which is what happens when you give into those kind of temptations, is that something much bigger than you takes over, and it makes it really hard to make conscious effort and conscious choices. Which is why when you have an addiction or a habit like that, you must, admit that it is a problem much bigger than yourself. And it goes the same way with cooked foods and drinking and smoking and procrastination and things like that. And mind you, if you are going to focus on any one of these problems, I suggest you prioritize and choose to accomplish one at a time, and make it a conscious life effort that you're going to change these things one at a time in your life. I recently have made the mistake of realizing and being, I'm a ball of motivation, and I actually got really far in changing my lifestyle before realizing I was taking on way too much, and it actually caused me to crash and burn. I got to the point where I'm very sober, and I was eating raw, but what really pushed me over the edge was trying to change my diet completely to raw, without staging the process, and also increasing my distance with running, going over 2 hours with running, which is, it's getting into the longer runs now. So I got through my first phase, did the half marathon, now I'm on the second half, and it's starting to get hard. So, and then, things just began to get hard, and I couldn't anticipate it, and I've been thrown back a little, so I've been forced to prioritize once again. So right now my priorities are just running, just focusing on running, and also eating fruit for breakfast and incorporating fruit throughout the day. I have to be careful when I incorporate fruit and not to eat it after a large meal or anything like that. Just insert it carefully when I can, so I can be using the fruit correctly and being consciously aware of the cooked food. Anyway, that's my piece about that kind of behavior and life changes and general personal growth, which will be a lifelong process. And the ones that people usually need help with are the most fundamental ones. And the most fundamental ones are the hardest. Alright, well, I'm gonna go meet up with an old friend and eat lunch. So, y'all have a funky fresh day now. I'm in a weird mood. Okay, bye.